A 1/2-inch wrench is used to adjust the die adjusting screws. A 1-inch open-end wrench is used to remove or insert the tip retainer. A 1 3/8 open-end wrench is used to move the die nut in or out for die adjustment while the machine is running. Socket wrench. A 5/16 hex head socket wrench is used for the 3/8 Allen bolts. Socket wrench, a 1/4 hex head wrench is used for the 5/16 Allen bolts. Displayed is cleaning equipment and other auxiliary equipment used with the Crosshead. For cleaning extrudate off the metal components, Genca recommends copper mesh, brass brushes, or brass spatulas to remove the compound from the metal components. Genca also recommends applying the anti-seize compound to all bolts and threaded components of the Crosshead. Please use hot mill gloves when working with the Crosshead at operating temperatures.
Please note, for the purpose of this video, the Crosshead was at room temperature. Wear hot mill gloves and follow company safety procedures when working with the Crosshead at normal operating temperatures. The following is the assembly of the NKB 1070 Crosshead. Before installing, ensure all bolts and threaded components have an anti-seize compound rated at 1000 degrees Fahrenheit or higher applied to the threads. To install the head heater over the head cartridge, a small wedge must be used to spread the heater. Once inserted over the head cartridge, align the slot in the heater with the slot on the head cartridge. After removing the wedge, place the stainless steel bands over the heater and tighten. Plug in the head cartridge heater and install the thermocouple adapter and the thermocouple. Adjust temperature to normal operating parameters. Once the unit is up to temperature, retighten the stainless steel bands. Install the helicoid into the heated head cartridge by aligning the key and keyway of these parts. Insert the 4 3/8-inch Allen bolts into the helicoid and thread them into the head cartridge. These bolts should be tightened evenly to a torque of approximately 48 foot-pounds after the helicoid is at the correct operating temperature. Next, insert the die holder into the die holder retainer. Then thread the 4 5/16-inch hex head bolts into the retainer. Align the flats of the die holder with the bolts and tighten to hold into place. Now install the die holder retainer and die holder onto the head cartridge. Using the 8 5/16" Allen bolts, mount the die holder assembly to the head cartridge. This assembly can be attached with the die adjusting screws in either a 12 o'clock position or a 2 o'clock position. Tighten the 5/16" bolts evenly, but do not torque until the part is at operating temperature. Install the die holder heater and insert the thermocouple adapter and thermocouple. Plug in the die heater and adjust controller to operating temperatures. Torque the 8 bolts to 27 foot-pounds after parts are at operating temperature. Use the Genca alignment tool to correctly center the die holder to the helicoid. Remove the alignment tool at this time. Install the tip into the back of the helicoid. If the tip is cold, allow the tip to heat up in the head for approximately 1 minute before threading the tip retainer into the back of the helicoid. Upon heat soak, thread the tip retainer in place until tight. Then back off 1/2 turn to prevent any seizing of the two parts. To install the die, insert the die into the die holder and thread the die retaining nut onto the die holder. Adjust the gum space to required specifications. Instructions for the NKB 1070 Crosshead. To begin, remove the die retaining nut using a 1 3/8" open end wrench. Then jog the extruder at 3 to 5 RPM until the die is pushed out from the die holder. Unplug the die heater and remove the thermocouple from the die holder retainer. Remove the die heater band from the die holder retainer. Using a 1/2" open end wrench, back off the 4 die adjusting bolts. Next, using a 1/4" Allen wrench, remove the 8 bolts from the die holder retainer. Pull off the die holder retainer and die holder from the front of the crosshead. Clean both parts by using a brass brush or other non-metallic materials. Remove the tip retainer from the crosshead using a 1" wrench. Then, using a brass rod, push out the tip through the rear of the helicoid. Next, remove the 4 3/8" bolts from the helicoid. helicoid from the head cartridge, first install the helicoid pressure pad into the rear of the helicoid. Once the pressure pad is installed, thread the tip retainer back into the helicoid. Next, bolt the mounting hub onto the front of the head cartridge using 4 of the 5/16" bolts previously removed. Thread the extractor screw into the mounting hub. Rotate the screw clockwise until the helicoid is removed from the head cartridge. Once removed, these components may be cleaned by using non-metallic brushes and copper mesh.